Welcome to Casey Elevate's video series. Be sure to check out our social media shown on the screen for more of our videos and resources to help you get into university. My name is Amina and I'm a third year medical student at King's College London and a Casey Elevate mentor. I'll be talking you through my top 5 tips for the perfect medical personal statement. Let's get straight into it. So let me summarize some of my top tips for writing a good personal statement for medicine. Number 1, you want to make sure your personal statement has a focus on what your university are looking for. Some universities will require lots of work experience, while others might expect a more academic focus, so reflecting on books, articles, talking about conferences you've attended, that kind of thing. Number 2, when you're talking about your work experience, make sure you focus on what you did and how you felt, rather than going into too much detail about what you actually saw. Number 3, now I know a lot of you might have struggled to get work experience because of COVID. First of all, I want to reassure you that the medical schools will be aware of this and take this into account when they're reading your personal statement. But also, I want to encourage you to think about other insights you can get into medicine. So that could be attending online seminars, following medical blogs. All of those kind of things will really help you have an informed decision, because that's the whole purpose of work experience, making sure you're making an informed choice about this career. Number 4, when you're actually going through your personal statement, I want you to bear in mind that every sentence about someone or something else is one less sentence about you. So I really want to encourage you to be succinct, but also have a really personal focus when you're writing it. And number 5, try not to read other personal statements before writing your own, just because you could subconsciously plagiarize, but also try not to get too many other people to read your personal statement, just because too many opinions can leave you really confused. I'm now going to show you 2 examples of how students with the same experiences can come across really differently. So in the first example, the student says, I undertook 2 weeks of work experience at the Royal London Hospital. On one occasion, I observed a doctor communicate well with a patient about his kidney stone removal, which was scheduled for next week. I also have communication skills which will make me a good doctor. Now in our second example, the student says, on a urology ward round, I admired the doctor's ability to reassure an agitated patient whose kidney stone removal had been deferred. In adapting his communicative approach, the doctor ensured his patient, who was not fluent in English, could exercise autonomy and make an informed decision about the stent insertion. As a volunteer at the Special Educational Needs Department of a primary school, I worked closely with a partially deaf child for a year. This required me to adopt a flexible and compassionate communication style, a vital quality needed by doctors to successfully build rapport with patients and promote patient-centered care. Now in the first example, you can see how the student has focused on a lot of unnecessary details and not really explained how they have developed their communication skills. But in the second example, they focused on how they felt in this situation and linked this nicely to how they have developed the skill of communication and why this is important for doctors. Now this example really shows how, despite having the same experiences, the quality of what both students have written is very different. Thanks for watching our video. We hope you learned a lot more about how to write the perfect personal statement for medicine. Please help us reach more people by sharing with your friends, following and commenting what you'd like to see more of. The rest of our Casey Elevate video series can be found on our YouTube and IGTV pages. We wish you the best of luck with your university applications.